If you were here early, if you made it a little early, you also heard Jane Holstein playing the Rafati organ this morning for our prelude. She'll also play on a postlude. And if you're interested in hearing the organ more, I encourage you to come back here at 3 o'clock this afternoon, because one of the many events that we'll be having this afternoon is an organ concert at 3 o'clock right here in the Centennial Chapel. Well, this is a special day. It happens once every year or 4 times in your career as an Olivetian, and we hope that you come back as many have today. I want to thank you, Alumni Board, on behalf of our students for the pancake feed last night. It's always a highlight of the event. Students, would you like to thank our Alumni Board for that last night? It's also great to have our foundation board, and they're all seated in the back parterre this morning. So we'll welcome and welcome home. And to alumni, guests with us this morning, and family, we want to welcome you back to our campus as well. It's also great to be joined on our platform this morning by our homecoming court, our homecoming queen, Heather Voss. As well as our court, Abby Anderson, Cassie Appleton, Ashley Godby, and Sarah Hokinson. As usual, every homecoming, there have been events happening all week, but the coronation was a highlight for us Wednesday night, and you all look beautiful, and it was a great event. Thanks, you can be seated. And it's my privilege now this morning to introduce the host of the events for the weekend, our own university president, Dr. John C. Boland. Would you help me welcome Dr. Boland?
guests that are on campus as well, and encourage all of us to celebrate this weekend the influence and lasting legacy of Olivet Nazarene University. Speaking of the Alumni Association, we're privileged to have Mr. Dan Taylor with us. He serves as president of the Alumni Association. Dan, would you stand? Let's greet him. He lives in the Washington, D.C. area and has a very successful business. Well, each year, as part of Homecoming, the Olivet Alumni Association recognizes two outstanding graduates of the university to be recipients of the O Award, which is the highest award given by the Alumni Association. Those two individuals will be formally recognized tomorrow evening as part of a dinner and concert, and the presentation will actually take place then. But they are with us this morning, and I want to introduce them to you. First, Dr. Robert Taylor, and if you'll stand, please, Dr. Taylor. He is a 1977 graduate of Olivet. He had a distinguished career in public education. He started as a teacher, coach, assistant principal, principal superintendent of schools, and then broadened his influence as a consultant and professional mentor to educators across the country and also in Europe and in China as well. His wife Jackie, also a graduate, is with us today. So congratulations again. We're pleased that you're back on campus. And then also our second recipient is Reverend Tara Beth Moore Leach from Pasadena, California. Tara Beth, if you'll stand. She is a senior pastor at First Nazarene Church in Pasadena. She's a nationally known speaker and a very gifted writer. Her books are just getting wide acceptance all across the Church of the Nazarene, but well beyond that also. As a student, she was a campus leader. She grew up right here in this community, chose Olivet for her college career, and then served for 2 years as vice president of our Associated Student Council, giving leadership to spiritual life. After graduation, she went on, got a Master of Divinity degree at Northern Seminary, and has had a wonderful, wonderful ministry. She's no stranger to campus. She's been back, spoke in chapel, held revival here. So, Tara Beth, we're so pleased to have you here today. The Lord's blessings for you as well. A few years ago, the Olivet Alumni Association introduced a new award program designed to recognize graduates who have been out of school 10 years or less. The award is underwritten by a very generous gift from the family of Mel and Judy Says from the class of 1973. Mr. Says is an attorney from Little Rock, Arkansas. He serves now as the president of the board, chairman of the board for our ONU Foundation. He's also a member of the board of trustees. I'm going to ask Mel and Judy Says to please stand. We welcome you back to campus as well this morning. Thank you for that. The two young alumni award recipients are Dr. Sam Smith and Mrs. Katrina Kirk Hull. And I'm going to ask them to just stand for a moment, and I'll introduce you to them. Dr. Smith is a 2012 graduate of Olivet. He is a research scientist and an assistant professor of watershed sciences at the University of Florida. Katrina is a 2010 graduate. She's had a huge impact as a career and technical engineering teacher in Salem, Oregon. She has gained national recognition for an innovative approach, including 2 prestigious grants and a presentation at Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Boston. We'll learn a little bit more about them in just a moment, and then we're going to hear something of their story as they speak to us this morning. But this time I'm going to ask Mr. Taylor and our recipients to come forward for a presentation. If you'll join me right here. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the university, we're very proud of what has happened in your life, building on Olivet education, and we look forward to your presentations this morning. Thank you so much. Congratulations. It's the desire of the Alumni Association and the university to bring to campus these individuals as a way of saying to those of you who are students, you can have an impact immediately after graduation. You don't have to wait till you're 50 or 60 or 70 years old before you can have an impact. These two represent many others of young alums who are changing their world, as many of you will do as well. Well, as one further expression of support, the Alumni Association has asked that the university choose 2 current students who will both receive $2,000 scholarships, again, as a result of the generosity of Mr. and Mrs. Sayes. And these students are student award winners today. I'm going to ask them to stand, Lauren Matthews and Andrew McBurney. Lauren is from Chesterton, Indiana, studying biology. She's involved in multicultural student services, Williams Hall as an assistant, Office of Church Relations, and a freshman connections mentor as well. And Andrew is a junior from right here in Bourbonnais. He is a multimedia communications and public relations major. He's a member of Orpheus Choir, the theater department green room, also serves as an admissions ambassador. And they both have time to study as well. So congratulations to these 2 students. Thank you so much. Now let's turn our hearts to worship as Dr. Marvin Jones and the nationally recognized award-winning Proclamation Gospel Choir. Just 2 weeks ago, our gospel choir was recognized with the Kingdom Image Award as the most outstanding gospel choir in America. Fasten your seatbelts.
That the Lord Let's stand as we continue to worship. And as we sing, bless the Lord, O my soul. Worship his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Oh, my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship your holy name. The sun comes up. The sun comes up. It's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Forever may pass, and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship your holy name. You're rich in love and slow to anger. You're rich in love and you're slow to anger. Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never before. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I worship your holy name. And on that day, when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come. Still my soul will sing your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship your holy. Let's sing that chorus again. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh, my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never before. Oh, my soul, I'll worship your holy name. I will worship your holy name. Lord, I'll worship your holy name. Let me sing.